If you're looking for a trade that takes advantage of the current volatility in the market, look no further than the waterfall trade. This trade has a high win rate as well as a really nice return on your risk. I'm Steven. I'm a former market maker and arbitrage expert. Today, I'm going to walk you through the waterfall trade. This trade, I think, is super simple. I was able to walk my Discord group through this trade while I was on vacation at a Starbucks, sitting outside in the sun, unable to even see the wicks on the chart. And I was able to walk my group through this trade because it's super simple to implement. What I'm looking for with the waterfall trade, again, this is from July of 2026, if you want to follow along on your own chart, but I'm looking for a rapid decline. And this is the Q futures, the NQ, the MNQ. This works on individual stocks as well as the futures. I'm looking for a rapid decline on the 2-minute chart. And then what I'm doing when I see this rapid decline is I'm flipping to a 1-minute chart. That's my first step in implementing this trade. So now I'm going to flip to that 1-minute chart. And on the 1-minute chart, what I'm looking for in this decline is a green candle that finishes above a prior red candle. So if we look at our green candles that start popping in, this candle does not finish. I'm going to make it even bigger. That's our first green candle. It doesn't close above the prior red. Then we get another green candle, which doesn't close above the prior red. And you can see that the reason I'm looking for that close above, not just a move above. If you had entered on either of these candles and you entered as it went above this red candle, it just kept going, right? Straight down after that. I want to close above the candle. That is my entry on the close above the prior red. If you look at this green candle, right, that's our next green candle. It doesn't close above the prior red. It closes right here. And you can see there's a little bit of the wick from this red candle that it doesn't close above. So that's not an entry for me. The next close is this green candle. You get a close above right here. So for me, this is the entry. I'm entering on this candle right here. And I'm buying, right? This is a trade where I'm buying. That's my entry. Buying here. And the stop I like to use is the low of the move, which is here. If the size of this amount of risk is unusually large, and this is big, but not too big, it's about 80 points, and it's less than, it's about 70 points in the futures. Not a small stop, but not a very large stop either. In this particular trade, I'm okay with using this as the stop, just under the green candle. If it's excessive, like that first green candle that I'm buying on is really big, then I'll use about half, 50% of that candle as my stop. Here, I'm okay with using the low or the low of the entire move or the low of the candle that I entered on as the stop. Okay, so I've seen the move on the 2-minute chart. I've entered on the 1-minute chart. And now what I do is I flip to a 5-minute chart and I look for where the 20 simple moving average is on that 5-minute chart. So now I'm going to flip to the 5-minute chart for Thursday. So here I am on that 5-minute chart. When I flip to that 5-minute chart, and remember what I would be seeing at this point is essentially this, right? This is what I would be seeing after my buy. So now what I do is just put the 20 simple moving average, which I always have on my charts anyhow. If you follow along in my other videos, you know that this 20 is my anchor line for the power bar trade, which is the power bar indicator that I use all the time. I'm using that same simple moving average on the 5-minute chart as my first target for this trade. When I switch to that 5-minute chart, I'm looking at the 20, seeing where it is in relation to my trade, right? I'm long at this point. And then I'm looking where that falling 20, and it's going to be falling in the waterfall trade. I'm looking for where that falling 20 is. And I'm sort of guessing that if the trade works well and just moves higher off the bottom, about where the intersection is going to be. For this, I would say it's around 28,900, maybe 28,850. That's this level. 900's this level. If the trade works, then the 5 should intersect around that zone, 28,850 to 28,900. So that's going to be my first target that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to flip back to the 2-minute chart because that's the main chart that I'm trading off of. And I'm going to monitor the trade, right? So this is now the level that I'm looking for in profit. So look at the difference between the risk, which is this amount, and the profit that I'm looking for. It's one of the reasons I like this trade so much is because the risk is very small or relatively small compared to the profit target most of the time. So I'm going to let the trade play out on the 2-minute. I'm going to go back to the 2-minute chart. And again, this is what I saw and walked my group through. And this was basically the trade, right? You can see on the 2-minute, right? There's the 2-minute. I'm going to pause it. That's the 2-minute simple moving average. And the reason I don't use that as a target, I think should be obvious here. If you get a bounce in the waterfall trade, which you very often do, most of the time it's going to slice right through the 20 on the 2-minute and run back toward that 20 on the 5. And again, all I'm using that for is a profit target. But look at, again, the risk here. I can draw this in, right? That's my risk. And my target is here. So we're talking about basically a risk of, like I said, 71 points. This, again, is the Q futures. Around 71 points, that's the risk. And the target is 366 points in profit. And as you can see, it worked out really well last week. But that's it. That's the waterfall trade. I'm looking for a strong move lower on the 2-minute chart because that's the chart I'm trading off of the majority of the time. I'm switching to the 1-minute chart when I see that move lower. I'm buying when green closes above red on the 1-minute chart. I then move to a 5-minute chart to figure out where my first target is. And then I switch back to the 2-minute just to manage the trade. If it had stalled here and I started getting topping tails or what I call a hairpin turn, a bearish engulfing pattern, then I may have exited the trade earlier. But I got no indication on the 2-minute chart that the market structure was changing in any way. So I'm looking for that 20, or about where the 20 is going to intersect on the 5. And I'll flip to the 5-minute to show you exactly where it intersected. And the jump, what happened was the move, and I'll move this down. Here's the 20 on the 5. The move was so rapid that where I thought it would intersect down here around that 28,850 to 28,900, it didn't quite get down there. And again, that's because the move was so rapid. But that's what I'm looking for, is to get to about where the 20 simple moving average is on the 5-minute chart, and where I think it will be when the stock or futures catches up off of a bounce. That's it. That's the whole waterfall trade. If you want my cheat sheet on the waterfall trade, simply comment waterfall in the comments, and I'll get the cheat sheet to you via email. I hope this trade helps you to trade the volatility that we've had in the market recently. If it does, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll keep making videos like this. Thanks.